a little bit with game with Josh, and you almost could feel like it's something that he hasn't really experienced before, and he's taking a different mindset and a different mentality. Well, we'll see if that different mindset and different mentality will help them as we are getting ready for the games and see the players.
Yeah, don't forget to also share and like, if you're viewing us on YouTube, like this broadcast right now and share with your friends. Let's have more people, more gamers who can come see greatness and watch greatness as it is happening live. Of course, this is not just the fact that this is a new format, just the fact that the organization, I have to give kudos to Kate Esports for pulling this off. The organization, the thought that went into this, bringing in some of the best 16 players to come, their hands against each other. I mean, it's something you have to like give.
Truly special. I just went into the chat and we've already gotten predictions. Khalifa Yakub says Killerfreak is going to beat Mr. Oga by 6 goals to 2 already.
All right. I like what I'm hearing. I like what I'm seeing.
And also, Good Shepherd School also says Killerfreak will win 6-2. Wait. Have you guys dreamt about the game already? What's this?
Why are we going with 6-2?
Nonso Richard also backing. He's actually saying that this game will end in a draw, 3-3. Wow.
Oh, wow. Listen, that is a very bold claim, and this is what I love to see. I love to see things like this. You know, that shows like that these guys already understand how this game could turn out. But this is it. We are at kickoff. We're live. Killerfreak versus Mr. Oga. First game. Here we go. Oh my goodness, already Killerfreak.
I mean, Killerfreak, give us time to settle.
Listen,
give us time to settle now.
Come on, man. We literally just kicked off.
Just a minute in, and the man who scored 18 goals on match day 1 hasn't lost a scoring touch at all. It just took him literally minutes into the game, and
just
he's already out by a goal. So easy on the eye. Mr. Oga, well, I don't think this is the start he would have dreamed of at all. Does it really change the game plan up for him?
Not necessarily. It doesn't. I mean, if you're going to be going up against Killerfreak, you know he has the capacity and the ability to score you at any given time. All you need to do is to be able to get your own shooting and scoring boots on and ensure you take all the chances that are available to you when you get them. This is a 9-minute half game. Of course, you don't expect your opponent not to score at all. All you just need to do is do your own best at each given time.
Try and do your best. If you just tuned in, this is the National E-Soccer League. 16 of the very best from Nigeria going head-to-head in a league format across 5 weeks. We already had match week 1 last week. If you didn't catch all of that action, after this round of games, you can go through our streams here on KD Sports YouTube channel. You can consider subscribing. We'll be here every weekend tomorrow, same time as well, bringing you all of the live action. Killerfreak already up by a goal to nil. The man who was unbeaten in the first round will be looking to continue in the same fashion, and this has been a perfect start from him. But Mr. Oga has different ideas. All right, we already have a game on our hands.
Absolutely,
he seriously means business now.
You know, I was telling you that this literally changes nothing. Your opponent scoring you the first minutes of the game absolutely means nothing, as long as you can be able to lock in and be very, very composed. And this is what he was able to do in the next couple minutes. After that, here is Killerfreak on another run. Oh my goodness, here's a chance.
In game 1, in fact, in round 1, when you saw Killerfreak's action, the game that he scored 12 against Simply Uzo, you saw him take so many advantages of the finish shot. And that's why you are seeing a guy like him in Sunday. I realized when he got this chance, he was trying to look for the finesse angle. But I think Mr. Oga has done so much homework on him that immediately got to the finesse angle.
He tried to
close that gap. So that's brilliant work. And that's what I love about the league format. You can play 1 week, and then the next week against your upcoming opponent, you have so much time to do the homework. Absolutely. And then do all of the learning to go up against him. But against Killerfreak,
defense that is by Mr. Oga.
Of course, but against Killerfreak, you can do all of the homework and it still might not work. But we are just 12 minutes in, blessed with 2 goals already.
I was telling someone something over the course of the week about how important this build-up for Killerfreak is to his style of play. I was telling someone, and I want you to think about it and notice it. You rarely see Killerfreak go 1v2. When he's attacking you, he's rarely one player against 2 of your defenders. He comes in waves. You know, he knows how to trigger his players. He knows how to bring all of them into the attack as they're moving. And that's one thing that is very, very key to his build-up. That's what makes him so unpredictable when he is in your 18-yard box.
Yeah, the truly unpredictable players do stand out. I've got a first question for the chat, and it's something that I've noticed with both of the players. They're both using the same centre-back. If you've seen it already, Mamadashvili. Someone who's a goalkeeper in traditional football, because of shifter's item, he is a centre-back, and that huge frame. We're having discussions behind the scenes, and a lot of them seem to say Mamadashvili is the best defender in the game. Do you agree with this thought? There's Killerfreak again.
Oh, there's that finish shot you were talking about.
Of course. Some way, somehow it was going to come. I just knew that he just had that sort. Killerfreak going back to what works best. The finesse play style plus coming to play again. Human Son in the right place at the right time. Goal looked easy on the eye, but I think it took so much from him to complete that build.
That gives you that gives you an idea of how very complex this guy's system is. He makes it look so easy, but when you're playing against him, you realize that there is nothing about this that is easy at all, because he finds a way to bring every single one of his players into the game. Oh, what a chance that was near post. That was almost 3-1.
I mean, brilliant move from Killerfreak. The disguise into everybody thinking he was going to pass, but the speed boost into the near post finish was just truly awesome. Mr. Oga has to be careful in those situations. You can't give a guy like Killerfreak those kind of spaces. Messi, here's Oga again. That time, the lofted pass, unable to break through that defense. But I like the fact that Mr. Oga is mixing things up a little. I think it was too predictable in game one, as we've got a huge update in that game. Imagine. Well, after struggling in round one, we've already seen a goal from him in round two. Maybe different things to change this time around.
I want to also say, like, in first game week we had Blaze go up twice, and I don't know if he has the ability to sustain it. Only time will tell. But let's see what the next update will be like in that game. Here's Messi for Mr. Oga. Finesse.
Oh, that's an opportunity you should be scoring from, especially in a moment like this. Mr. Oga.
A rare disposal of the ball from Killerfreak.
From Killerfreak. I think the press from Mr. Oga right now is looking brilliant. He gets another opportunity. It's Owen. Ball into space. There was the moment I was speaking of. You see the anticipate plus. The fairness with anticipate plus are truly, truly special. There was a patch in the game where you almost felt like everybody should be using the block plus play style. But come on now, anticipate is truly OG. There's Killerfreak and you punish you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this had so much if you're in Mr. Oga's shoes. You miss a chance on the other end, and in that same
immediately with same transition, you get punished by your opponent. What a chance that was also. And the player was falling, but he still was able to get that low driven effort on target and into the bottom left corner of the post. You were saying something about the Anticipate Plus.
Yeah, for sure. Anticipate Plus, I think it's the true OG for every defender to have. I get all of those who want to go with Block Plus and all of those things, all the other playstyles that defenders have. But for me, Anticipate Plus is truly number one. But that sequence from Killerfreak is why he is feared. And then maybe a lot of people have him as the number one in the country right now. He punishes you every single time. But Mr. Oga hasn't been bad at all in this game. Morello.
Absolutely, I've been very, very impressed with what I've seen from Mr. Oga. Aside the couple of mistakes and errors, I'm not being able to take that advantage of that chance with Lionel Messi on the right wing. He has been near. That's another thing about playing someone at this level. You're almost perfect, but just because you're almost perfect doesn't mean you're going to get in the win, because your own opponent is in his perfection era.
For the players, there's just a simple rule for them to follow. A 12 million coin budget. So if you're wondering why you're not seeing evils and all of those cards in the game, like we explained last week, evils, we cannot evaluate them. There's no value on them. So they are not allowed in this competition. So the likes of Petacek and Yashinda, all of you guys are using your rivals and champs. You wouldn't not be seeing them here today. There's the speed boost. There's Killerfreak.
That was almost another one. But I think Mr. Oga read that pass. And this time around, he didn't go for the goalkeeper control, but he went for rushing the goalkeeper out. And I think that's one thing that guys have noticed about Killerfreak's game. Every single time you move your goalkeeper cursor, he punishes you. And this time around, maybe going with the keeper rushing out is even a better option for them. I think we have another goal in the game between Blaze and Imaji.
Yeah, Imaji running down that ring. Maradona, he's been in a lot of squats and he's going down the byline, and that's a sneaky goal, but he'll take that all day long.
All day long. And I told you, the thing with Blaze is we want to know if he has a consistency to stay on it. But great goal by Imaji, of course. And I was expecting it to be that tough and that tight. And we're back to it here. Mr. Oga going up against one of his fiercest rivals in Killerfreak. There's a game that has seen Killerfreak go up by 3-1. But there's still so much to play for. This is just 37 minutes out of the 9-minute half game.
Yeah, look, if you just tuned into the game and you saw the scoreline, I think you'd just be saying, well, that's what's supposed to be happening. Killerfreak dominating all of that. But I don't think that's been the most clearest reflection of the game. I think Mr. Oga has given a good account of himself. But in FCN, in fact, and in life, if you do not take your chances and you're not ruthless, you will be punished every single time. And you know what? Coming into this game, the low-hanging fruit for Killerfreak and everybody watching him is he will dominate possession. He will get all of the pressing in place. And I think he's done that brilliantly so far. But his defense so far hasn't been unlocked.
He goes for the near post finish instead of the opposite. I mean, Mr. Oga, if you've noticed, have never really been comfortable using the precision shooting. Do you think that would also count against him, especially at this level?
Yeah, at this level, you should be able to be comfortable. But I mean, I for one still struggle with it. So I kind of understand where he's from. The lofted pass, a lot of people sleep on it. There it is, splitting up defenses once again. Fernandez, that pink pass,
great defense.
Just couldn't find the intended target, but just the switch and the high level IQ passing from Killerfreak. I mean, it's always difficult to deal with it. And kudos, I commend Mr. Oga for being able to do that. Ronaldo trying to bear into space. That is what a defender like Mamadash really is there to do. We are just about 2 minutes away from ending this first half. This crazy cranked first half in our first matchup of our broadcast here, National E-Soccer League Week 1, brought to you by KD Sports, where everything flowing seamlessly for Killerfreak at this point in a comfortable 3-1 lead. Or that's Mr. Oga has something up his sleeve before the first half comes to an end.
He should try and get himself into
There's
this
a
one.
through ball into Owen. The right back position hasn't been bad at all. I keep playing him in centre back, and I think these guys, they just know better than I do. Look, dribbling this year, it's a little bit different from the past iterations of FC. I feel like if you're using players like Ronaldo for close control dribbling, it's much more difficult because I feel like he's a much more heavier player. It's not as agile as compared to a Maradona that Imagine was using. So it's kind of surprising that he's using Ronaldo in that light. But I mean, the situation that he had himself in, he was trying to maneuver his way through.
I mean, I think the reason he's going for the Ronaldo is because he wants to be able to kill off his chances. I mean, Ronaldo is one of those craziest guys when it comes to finishing in game. So unfortunately for him, he was not able to get into proper positioning in that instance, because that would have definitely been slotted into the net had it not been for the very, very keen eye of the defender on Cristiano Ronaldo. But I mean, if you are Mr. Oga, after playing this half, I'm sure like you could see so many positives to take. What would you be thinking to go into the second half?
I mean, the first positive is a lot of people didn't expect him to create chances. Well, he's actually checked that box. He's created chances. And
multiple chances.
You'd agree with me if you are taking those chances, the game would have probably been a draw at this point.
Yes,
he's missed 2 clear catch opportunities. I know Killerfreak has also made some of his own. But Mr. Oga being an underdog on here, it will have to give him confidence. Even though he's down by 3-1, that will have to give him confidence. And I think he's controlled that midfield battle a little bit. I noticed Scott McTominay has been doing amazing work in that midfield. Just carry on that same way, and I think it will be good for him. But the thing is, once you keep on missing those chances, you just leave room for Killerfreak to do what he does best. Being clinical in front of goal, just punishing you throughout. And that's what Killerfreak has done all game long. Just taking the moments and making them be magic for him. That's just been a truly special game so far.
I agree with you. Also, I want to say, I want to give enough credit to Mr. Oga for his pressing in the game. It has been almost perfect. Almost perfect.
Yeah, I think it caused Killerfreak to give away the ball
twice now. You know, it's not something we're used to see. So I have to give credit to Mr. Oga for that one. And here we go in the second half. Mr. Oga currently going down by 2 goals. But there's still so much to play for. Here's Mr. Oga.
Oh, these chances that we are speaking of.
Oh my goodness.
He creates them so
well.
my
goodness.
And we said the same thing over and over again. Look, it might be a cliche at this point, but you are home watching with us. You can see it clearly. Mr. Oga has not had a bad game at all. It's just that finishing touch that he's lacking as we speak, and it could come back to bite him. He's just on 3 points on the league log, and taking points off Killerfreak will do him a whole lot of good.
Absolutely. I mean, 3 points, yes, will do any player in this tournament a whole lot of good, but taking it off one of the contenders to win it all is going to be really massive. And that's what precision shooting gets you, right under the goalkeeper. And he takes his opportunity, the same opportunity that Mr. Oga has missed more than twice now. Wow. The scoreline does not represent what we have seen on the pitch at all. And I could feel so much for Mr. Oga right now.
The low-driven come into play once again. If you've been following all of the patches this year in FC25, you'd notice that right now we're in the era of low-driven finishes. My people watching, if you are not finishing with the low-driven finishes, you're missing out on a lot. You'll be missing a lot of those chances that you are supposed to be scoring. Just learn from these pros. Killerfreak in a position, always going for that type of finish as he's on the attack once again. Stun has really been something special for Killerfreak. There are not a lot of players that are using Son so far in this tournament, but I feel like Killerfreak has just had that one unique moment.
Forward scoop turn, tears apart the defenders, and he took out 3 players with just 1 skill move. and one of the most basic skill moves to pull off in this FC25. What a goal that was. That now it seems like he's running away with it. It looks like the 6-2 might be coming to play.
Well,
somehow.
I mean, someone actually
really
predicted 9-1. Could it be possible? There's still a lot of time on the clock.
To be honest, yeah, at the moment there's still a lot of time.
I just hope the rate at which the goals are going in, it's not going to be derailing too much for Mr. Oga. Right now, at this point, you see how well he's created chances, but he's been unable to finish them. Would you advise him to still try to create those chances or go for a little bit of damage control at this point?
No, at this point, you have to create. You have to try something. Anything is possible. You know, we spoke about it last week, game week 1. All he needs to do is score 2-3 goals, and he can reduce the goal difference. I mean, he's not in a bad position, of course. He has 3 points, of course. So it's not like it is going to be an utter despair moment for him. All he needs to do is ensure that he sees an opportunity or seizes the opportunity to reduce the goal difference. And yes, he was very, very smart there not to fall for that skill move as he did 2 times in a row now.
Killerfreak just showing us all of the dominance that he's got on display. Mind you, this is the same way he did start match week 1, and he's just been truly, truly special in match week 2. No, Mr. Oga himself, he's not a slouch at all. Looking at what he's done.
Can he get it across?
To the Nigerian
team. Yes, he does.
Oh, there's one back.
That's one
back. Are we en route to a crazy comeback? We do find out in the next 30 minutes. But just to magnify what Mr. Oga means to this community, you were saying to me the last time, integral champion, one of the biggest tournaments in the whole of Nigeria. Just speak to me on his impact within the FCC. There's Killerfreak again. This time, can't finish Mr. Oga's impact.
I mean, Mr. Oga's impact is something that has to be said with a loud voice, because when the Integral first came out, the Integral Championship first came out, he was the one who won it. So he became Mr. Integral himself. It's something he's been called.
Oh, he had that nickname?
Yes, he held the nickname because he was the first to ever do it at such a huge stage. But of course, not just because he did it, but the way and manner which he did it, beating Boyd in the finals. And Boyd, as that season, that particular year, was one of Nigeria's best. It was Nigeria's hottest player. Attacking-wise, Boyd was on another level. You know, and being able to go there and use the defensive prowess to be able to get that win off Boyd was something insane. Something that we have never seen. So it was
from that tournament that he built the reputation of being like a defensive mastermind and all of that.
I mean, he has always had that reputation, but you know, he had never really won any title with it. Being a defensive mastermind is one thing, but winning a title with that kind of a mindset is where you now be able to cement your name in the annals of time, and that's what he was able to do in that competition. And he goes for the slide. I don't know why he did that.
Well, I mean, I kind of understand that decision there. It almost felt like Hampton was in a great position to shoot. Kind of left the imbalance a little bit. And of course, it's worked. It ended up being that Killerfreak got a corner out of it. But we are just 13 minutes away from concluding this game. And still 5-2 as we speak.
Moves the goalkeeper, but it's too late. And somehow we are in the 6-2 region.
One more time. Makes him pay. This year, from corner kicks, I think there are so many ways of scoring. Yes, you can go direct with an overhead kick. We did see a play out last week. I think Adefola also got a goal from that. But when you play short, is it just me or your defenders feel like they are completely useless?
Especially with defenders. Short? Especially corner kick variations where you use the defenders to take your shots. It looks as though they are always guaranteed to go in. And that's one thing that's happened this year that has made it even more crazy to defend any of the corner kicks in this year's game. Of course, always have corner kicks as an opportunity to score, but just this whole move where you could use any single person at all to score from corner kicks made it so crazy. And here's another opportunity with Mr. Oga. That's finesse, but is it offside? I think it's offside. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe just in that position, just realizing that he had Ronaldo on there, and then possibly going for that finesse. So, mind you, this is not the only game going on. We currently have another game going on simultaneously still. Blaze currently, who's leading, but we're hearing Emaji getting a crucial, it was actually 3-1 in favor of Blaze. He's done a great job so far. And Emaji, who were expecting a huge bounce back from him, kind of struggling with it a little bit, but he's actually gotten a goal back into. That's a lovely touch. That is why you have players like that with a first touch play style plus. Lionel Messi, truly something special.
We're getting updates.
Wow. This game, if this one is running away from Mr. Oga, there's a different story in our other game happening concurrently. The National E-Soccer League already starting crazy.
Oh, we have 6-2. My goodness. Look at that smirk on his face. It tells you the story. This man is confident. This man is confident. We have 7-2 rather, not 6-2. Wow. My oh my.
And with the trademark finish as well, you see all of the guys in the studios currently enjoying all of the action from the National E-Soccer League. We're currently live from Lagos, Nigeria, where all of this is being brought to you. You know what, Killerfreak, right? I think when he gets into those finesse positions,
it's almost certain that he's going in.
Yeah, once it's green time, once there's precision shooting on, once it's also with Son, I almost feel like that Son card with a finesse is just truly something special. 7 goals to 2. Now I see why everybody in the chat was saying 6-2, 7-2, 9-1. You just know how good this guy is. And Killerfreak putting on an absolute masterclass as we speak. Just about 13 in-game minutes to go. Now, would you agree with me that damage control should be coming a little bit?
Again, I'm sticking to the fact that it's a marathon and not a race. But I understand why you're going.
We're about 10 minutes away from ending the marathon, by the way.
Yeah, the problem is, I think at some point, Mr. Oga lost his will to go on with this game, because I've seen the difference between the first half and the second half. He's not doing his best. He's not playing as good as he was in the first half, of course. So that might be a reason for him to go for damage control. But keep the squad tidy if you can. The goal defense is always going to count. As it is right now, he's going to be dropping further down the ranks as it is after this game week.
Mind you, people, in 3 games in the National E-Soccer League, Killerfreak has already logged 25 goals.
My goodness.
How insane is that?
That is mental.
And out of those three games, he's played Mr. Uzo, who's no slouch, had 12 against him. He's played a Magi, who he also beat heavily, and he's played Mr. Oga. Mr. Oga as well. Like, these are 3 really good players out of the 16, and he's already got 25. You reckon he can get to 100 once this league closes?
We're talking about it.
At this rate, it's not impossible.
We're talking about a game we can he go unbeaten? But listen, it's still early days, man. It's still early days. This is just match game week.
Well, it seems like he's hunting for more. There's Killerfreak again.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
This time, make serious business. No finesse at all.
He's counting it on stream. He's counting it. And that is the ultimate trolling you could ever give your opponent. And you know what it is. Like, when you see even Rufai in the studio.
You just can't help yourself but like applaud how good this guy's been. And before the game started, I was like, there's a little bit of a rivalry going on. Actually heard this from one of the guys around. I think Tomido was speaking about it. That Mr. Oga and Killerfreak had a little bit of back and forth in the group. So I knew this game was going to give us juice. I mean, the juice that he has produced, there has been one-way traffic.
I'm sure it's very bitter juice for Mr. Oga to swallow. This is not the type of juice he was expecting at all, but this is what it is.
I think I saw 8-2 in the predictions. 8 goals to 2. 8 goals to 2. 26 goals already, Killerfreak. But Mr. Oga, I don't think this one derails him too much. In the sense that there are so many games to go within this league. There's still so much time to go.
You're very correct. We have Ekene David who predicted 8-2. Now, I do not know if he just predicted that
I think it was just recent.
Okay, just recent.
The ones that we saw earlier was 13-1, 6-2,
yeah, 9-1 we had a lot of those.
Yeah,
we had.
And then there was also a 3-3 in there. I'm sorry, that 3-3 nowhere close to happening. Maybe to get one back.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that sums up how the game has gone.
Absolutely.
For Mr. Oga.
Absolutely.
He missed so many chances in the first half. If you just joined in the second half, you would think this Killerfreak has had a stroke.
Absolutely.
But in the first half, that was not the case at all.
I mean, talking about this, I don't know, maybe we should put it down to composure, or I think we should just put it down to Mr. Oga having a very, very terrible day in front of the post, because this has not been a stroll in the park at all throughout the game. But Mr. Oga, and he's had very, very decent chances.
He has had decent chances indeed, but that's all we've got to offer. And it is a proper